Good morning. Good morning. Hello, there we go, we're on. Sorry guys, I have proper technical issues this morning. It's been a nightmare. I had to, my computer wouldn't start up and then I had to reset it. When you have to reset it just takes ages to get back to its normal stuff. So, yeah. Pain in the ass. I do apologise. Okay. Last day of trading from me today on this channel. And Tuesday will be the first day on the new channel. So if you're watching this on the recording, then the links are in the descriptions for my new channel, which is the Crow's Nest, so you can get on that. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over yesterday's trade. It was a bloody long day yesterday, frustrating day yesterday, but we're going to go over it. Because price played out exactly what we said it was going to do. Oh, the only thing I didn't like was the 4 hour. I think it'd been that long of a day where I just had enough, so I just wanted to get out off the 4 hour, and that's what happened. So Pace, good morning, Aaron. Welcome, mate. How are you doing, sir? I've just gone over the trade from yesterday. Look at that.
Your stream's not on, pal.
Oh yeah, it's not on Discord. My computer, I nearly flung it through the window this morning.
Yeah.
Nightmare. Look at that.
Yes, sickening, isn't it?
Look at that. So guys, what we said yesterday, right, and if you watch the stream back from yesterday, what we wanted to see is we had a breakout above here. And what we worked out from previous data was price has never ever broke out above here on a 1 hour time frame and not came up to tap this. Okay? But what I mean by that is we've never had price break above and hit this low without tapping this. So therefore, if you think about it, probability wise, it was 100% trade where we need to tap this before we're going to tap stops. Otherwise, price is creating new data, which we can't preempt. But I think in my head, normally I would have just stayed in on this. Right? I would have just stayed in and just let it play out. But I think because the way gold's been the last few weeks, it's been in this horrible area, it's been printing loads of new data. When the 4 hour closed back below this level, that was my sign to manage risk and get out. Yeah, that was my sign. When this 4 closed back in, I really wanted this 4 to flip to the upside. But that was my sign, and that's to manage risk. And look where the 4 came down to. The 4 came all the way back down to here. So at that point you're thinking, oh bloody hell, new data is getting printed. We're coming down to break the low. We're actually going to break the lows. Because why were we closing like that? For me, it was we need to break the lows again. So anyway, we got out. This was our sweet spot. I got out at break even, and then, which I don't normally do, but I did use my phone to have a look, and then price just absolutely bombed through the roof. We had this as a target, and the reason we had this as a target because if I go to the daily, And if you look how that daily closed, there. When we were trading this daily, we were like this. We were like that. Okay? And what we said is, well, the daily hadn't filled the range. So this is a good lesson for you, dude, right? So the daily hadn't filled the range. Price is never, ever in the history of gold rejected from here. So therefore, I couldn't see a bearish close here on the daily. I had that this daily was going to flip to fill the rest of the range. The rest of the range is actually here. This is the daily range, this one. Okay? You either close there or there. We broke above this one. So you've still got this, and this to fill. Yeah? So we knew this daily was going to flip, and we had a very, very sexy entry. Our entry was, it was 3375. So as the daily pulled back, we were in for a buy, and then obviously as the daily flips, comes up to the upside. So yeah, it's just one of them days. We've had days before like this. And look how the daily closed. Look how the daily closed. So unfortunately, yeah. And then I realised I had a leg off. My NAS 100 what I put on yesterday got activated. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, and then absolutely, I don't know if it was news or what, came up, activate, dropped through the floor, stopped us out straight away. So it was a fantastic day on the charts yesterday for me. Fantastic day.
You can laugh about it now, though.
Yeah, well, that's all you can do. You just gotta laugh about it, and you move on to the next one. Okay. But I wasn't risking too much on this, but anyway. So that's gone. So we're gonna do a last top-down analysis, completely fresh. We should always do this, right? Orly Jones, completely fresh. We'll do another top-down analysis of gold and see what we can catch today. So, anyway, how's your legs feeling after last night?
Not too bad, actually, today.
No, sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit in my quads and my calves, but not too bad.
Oh,
Burnt just under 600 calories last night in 45 minutes.
Yeah. Bloody hell. And then did you have a pizza after?
No.
Oh. Wow.
No. The missus is trying to lose a little bit of weight for our holiday, so she's doing like a proper calorie controlled thing.
Yeah.
And she worked it out yesterday. She actually still had, I think there's about close to 800 calories left over.
To eat?
To eat, yeah.
So she's like,
obviously,
kebab?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What did she choose? What's her food of choice?
Depends really. I mean, for tea we had some chicken skewers and just a little bit of salad.
Yeah,
but we've been out to an Italian restaurant in the afternoon. In the afternoon for dinner. She had a risotto. I had a pizza. It's a restaurant that's not far from us, and we pass it most times. Like whenever we're heading towards Bolton Wanderers Stadium, like the retail part down there, we pass it, and we've never been in. So we said, well, while we're off, let's go in there and see what it's all about. It was really nice, yeah.
Oh, nice. 2 minutes, guys. I've just got to do something, which I forgot. I need to open my Skool community for free for Relentless members.
You need to do what?
Open my Skool community up for free for my Relentless members. For Relentless members can get in for free. How do I do this again? There we go. Current price. We're gonna go. Current. Said boom. Done.
Skool SKOOL.
Yeah. Join. I've just put the link in the descriptions on YouTube if you're on YouTube. It's for free for you. I'll also. What I'll do is I'll put it in the Discord. This song, yeah. We'll do this top down.
Yeah, put it in the Meraki chat.
Meraki. What, this room chat, or I'll put it in here as well.
I don't know.
There's the room chat. I'll put it in the Meraki chat as well. yeah. YouTube. Well, maybe computer's small. I don't know what was up with it. It stuck on a page saying configuring Windows do not turn off, but it was stuck on that for 30 minutes.
Really?
So I was like, I'm not waiting. I'll just turn my computer off, even though it told me not to.
Yeah, that's usually not a good thing.
And then it worked. So.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's do some trading. Okay, so monthly, full top-down analysis. Monthly, you got 3 doji candles. Okay, so it is telling me that we haven't. Why didn't these carry on? Basically, why didn't these carry on? They were up here at one point. Like this middle candle at one point was up here like that. But why didn't it carry on? Why didn't it close then? Why did it close doji? It's quite rare to see gold close 3 doji candles. It sort of tells you that, okay, we probably need some liquidity from the downside, right? But here's the thing, the way gold is at the moment, the way the economy is, news keeps popping out, just keeps pushing gold. So it's really tricky to go off this unless we get some price action. But yes, the monthly could flip. If you take news away, this monthly can't carry on above here. It can close bullish, but it can't push above because it just hasn't got liquidity. Yeah. If it does close bullish, I can probably see this happening the next month. Gold does that quite a lot. So yes, the monthly, there's only 2 days left the monthly, so I really can't see this monthly flipping to the downside now. So we're probably expecting this monthly to close bullish. Okay. But there's 2 days left, so how much more pushing are we going to do? Very difficult to trade like the start of a new month and the end of a new month, because it's just working out which direction it's going to head first. Now the weekly, like we had yesterday, the range the weekly's in is this one. And if we act upon what we see, we are between here and here for the weekly candle, right? But then that would be the monthly coming all the way to test the previous wick. Is that going to happen in the next 2 days? Could do, but I'm just not sure. So the weekly itself, we also had another range for the weekly, which was this, and this was a minor range, right? This is also the daily range, and obviously it was our target for yesterday, and it's tapped it perfectly. Yeah. But this is the difficult thing now. We've now filled the range. This is the range we were in. We've now filled it. So what does that mean? Well, it means that we've got no advantage point. We've got no range to take. So what can we do? Well, if you think about the weekly now, if it's filled the range, let's say this weekly is going to close respected. What because you filled the range, all you're going to get now is probably this over the next 2 days. And then that'll close respected. That means we're going to get consolidation for the next 2 days. Okay. So I can't really see this weekly flipping to the downside. Unless the monthly is going to drop in 2 days. But it's unlikely now. The sellers are going to be difficult really on the weekly, but we haven't broke out on the weekly as of yet, so we really can't take buys and we can't take sells off the weekly at the moment, so it's going to have to be lower time frames we're looking at. So what's the daily done? So the daily, we had a support level here on the daily, which we've closed respecting. So. And this is what's hard because now we're going into all-time highs, which annoys me. Got one area there, you've got some wicks to the area there, that's probably my next support. And the only thing we've got to play with is probably this. We've got that to play with. Until we break above, until we close above on the daily, can't take buys. Right? Until we get a bearish close on the daily, can't really take sells. So it's an awful day yesterday. Today. Yesterday was our move. Yesterday was our weekly move. It would have made us enough money for the week. Fortunately, things like this happen. So the daily really doesn't help us. The daily can push further down. It can create a steeper bottom wick. It could flip to the upside. It could flip to the upside and drive. Because if you look left, this one closed these levels and then still drove. So we can still drive. We could flip to the upside and have another small bullish close, still respecting this level. Price can do anything on the daily at the moment. 6 hour, what's 6 hours showing? So we haven't actually fully filled this range on the 6. So like I say, we've got a little range we could potentially get to. I would probably think we need to tap that area, even if we want to drive down. So this is an advantage point. But if we can get in on some lower time frames, so for example, let's say the 6. If the 6 closes like this, and then we get a bottom wick, we could potentially have buy stops above, but you're only targeting 300. That's the only place I'd be targeting. I'd be taking like 90% out of the trade and leave 10% to go to that, just in case it does. But you'd need a bullish close on this on the 6. Let's have a look at the 4. So the 6 doesn't really give us much, because if we look left, the 6 can really mess about around here. Beautiful latte. 4 is similar. The only thing what I might be interested in is a win back sell. Yeah. That's probably the only thing I've got going on. Wing back sell for me. So if the 6 or the 4 does come up, tap. If it closes respecting. If you look left, all these are up and down. You've got loads of tap to this area. You struggle, you're up and down. So we could maybe grab from one of these wicks back down to sort of these levels. But probability wise, it's only happened once. So it's really not.
Morning.
Good morning, John. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How are you?
A bit frustrating after yesterday, but did you stay on it?
No, I didn't. I got out of it. I got out of it on your wisdom. So I ended up walking away with $100.
Afterwards, afterwards, I was like,
I know.
Why did I get out? Don't know why I got out. Shouldn't have got out. It's not like me that, but yeah. So.
But that's the thing, though, isn't it? It's not your trade to take, as you say, innit? You know, there's always more trading days, aren't there?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not a problem.
So I'm just in the middle of a top-down mate, trying to work out what's going on. The weekly and the daily, you filled the range and doesn't give us much at all. So we're looking at smaller time frames today. The 4 hour could the 4. If this 4 can pop up and tap 3401, I'll probably take a sell on it. And we don't have much confluence on it though. I'll probably take a sell. Stops could either be above that. So I'm looking at these levels. Stops could be above that, or stops could be above that. It's completely up to yourself. But if we break past this, I probably will do that. And then the take partial move to break even for me. We should be coming back down to these levels. But here's the thing, guys. This is the only thing I've got to go off. When you come up here, tap, you pull back to there, and then you can go. So you've got to take partial move to break even there. I would take another entry if we do pop up. I would take another entry there. all I've got off the 4 hour. And we'll have a look on the 3. Exactly the same. Again, you need to come and fill this range. You might get a close up here.
What?
It might take a while to come down.
And it'll be upstairs.
Oh, you're upstairs, John?
Oh, for fuck's sake! Sorry, guys, just that.
I love John. I love John's life. It's great.
For fuck's sake.
I know. So that's literally all I've got, guys, really. You could take it off the 1, but if you look left on the 1 comes up, closes bullish, then closes bearish, doesn't tap, take pass from it, then you get a bullish, another close. So you've got to understand that if you're getting this first one, it doesn't come down to take partial, unless, tell you what, if you move your take partial to there, if you do get this, tap, close bullish, bearish close, pop down, tap, come down. Yeah, but you got to understand, I don't know who's on. Oh, good morning, Andre, Dan. You got to, I was just saying the higher time frames, it's filled the range now, so we're really struggling. I can see consolidation for the next 2 days, believe it or not, because I think the weekly's going to, I don't know what the weekly's going to do. Here's the thing, the weekly's filled the range now. There's a minor range, the weekly might drive straight through, this is the thing, it might do, right? But we filled the range. Until I get a close above here, I can't really do much. I've only got a tiny bit to play with. So if the weekly is going to close respecting here, then the weekly is just going to do this for the next 2 days. Therefore, I'm not going to move. So we've got to look at some smaller time frames. So the weekly doesn't help. The daily closed bullish. Had it left as a tiny little gap to fill between this and this. And that's why we're looking at price pushing up to them. Where we're looking at a wing back sell from them. Or if I can get a forward bullish close and then I get a bottom wick, could look at buys up on a buy stop to come up to that. That's the advantage point. But I can't see it pushing beyond. It's really difficult. You had a 1 hour. Oh, what's the 2? Where are we up to? The 3 hours now. 2's closed. Ish. Yeah. So I'll be willing to take a sell from 3401. If the 2 gives it a steep bottom wick, it's already got a top wick though. That's the only issue for me. If this 1 had opened up, pulled back first, I would have had a buy stop on to push up because we created a top wick. Probably not for me at the moment. So I'm looking at wing back sellers from 3401. If you've watched the, oh, you're on Discord, aren't you? Yesterday's trade. I went over yesterday's trade this morning on the yeah, I know, and I don't know why I got out, but it played out. Basically, I watched my top-down analysis back, right? And it literally played out to a T of exactly what we said could happen. Played out to a T.
Was it Nate's fault?
Yeah, it was Nate's fault.
Yeah.
I don't know if it... Yeah, but this is the thing. I mean, we've got our break even. It wasn't a loss, but this is the thing with trading. It's even over time, you'll do things where you make mistakes and you'll do things what will annoy you, but you've just got to get over them quick. So there's always another trade. Yeah. So, but then I forgot about my NAS daily trade was on. Yeah. Didn't realise there was any news. Yeah. Tapped, news came in and then hit the floor. So from a trade what was absolutely beautiful and went exactly where we said could have had really nice profit, to break even, to then losing on NAS. It's like, okay, what a day. But anyway, I hope some of you stayed in on that. I
opened a new demo.
Did you?
No.
Yeah, open a new demo.
I didn't get in on NAS.
Oh, didn't you? Oh,
I had
fantastic.
to open a new demo, so it cancelled the
Oh, I feel better now.
my stuff. But I got a notification about it hitting my entry point, and I just couldn't be bothered to get out of bed.
Yeah.
I was just like, nah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I was like that last night.
I've made 20 quid today. I don't need to look at anything else. Oh, we spent a lot of time on the charts yesterday, so
We did. It was a long day.
oh, 20 quid, which should have been 230 pips looking at it today,
Oh,
but you know,
don't.
tis what it is. Tis what it is. I blame John Mears.
I do.
Yeah, it's all my fault for getting angry.
Let's just blame John Mears. It'll make us feel better if we blame John Mears.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I think it'll make him feel
Yeah.
better as well.
So I would be interested in buys up, but we sort of missed a move to get up. Right? I would need now for buys up. I'd need to come down. We could look at wing back buys from around these levels, but if not, then break above, and then he could take that. But yeah, the advantage point is only this because we reject from this. So it's in a really difficult area. I think that's where it was yesterday for me. I think Gold has been creating new ranges and really fucking about. I was just a bit nervous that 4 was going to fly down and create a new range. So yeah. So yeah, until we get some sort of structure built around, we could have maybe buys above to come up, advantage point. And then we might have a chance where the weekly might want to come up. It might do. See, this weekly, I can't really see it doing it because of the monthly. But this weekly, the range on the weekly, this is a minor range, remember. There's only once we've stopped here. But then again, there's only once we've drove through. So it's like 50-50 whether this weekly is going to drive through to 3438. But if you look at the monthly, which is a stronger candle, every other monthly candle, 3, at some point was up here, right? And they all struggled to break above that. So I'm not sure this is even going to get up there because of the liquidity. It's really struggling on liquidity. I think what's happened with this monthly needs to flip to grab some liquidity. But with news coming out, it's making it still push. That's why we're having this abnormal mess about in here. It just shows the economy, what's happening with Trump and everything. What's happening with gold. Gold, I don't think I've ever seen 3 doji style candles on the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame. Crazy.
Like it doesn't know what it's gonna do.
Look, you can't find it. So it's just mental at the moment, guys. It's really good for your trading though, because it's really give you some good lessons from it. So it's gonna have to be sort of small time frames, less probability today if we're gonna grab something. I'm gonna be taking these wing back sells, I think. I'm pretty happy with these wing back sells, but we haven't got much probability in regards to. We've got this area to go off. We've got this area to go off. This area to go off but we haven't tapped the area yet, so actually we haven't got this. Well, all we're looking for, right? So all I do on trading, I look at what price is done prior. I try to match it with what price is done now, and then I look at what price is done after that, and then I just copy. So what I'm looking for now is where prices closed here, not tapped this level. Has that happened anywhere on the 1 hour? It's happened here. There. What did price do? Came back down to these levels. Okay, could we see it drop down to there? This one came straight through. So are we still on the up, and we're just coming straight through to that? We've got one maybe here, comes back down to this level, and then goes up. This one came straight through and filled. This one might be a bit too low for me. We've got a couple more. This one, and then pull back down to here, and then came straight through. That is about it. So basically, what I'm saying is price should be coming straight through. If it doesn't, it's going to be dropping. It's not going to activate it anyway, and shouldn't tap this level. If it does tap this level, we can see a big rejection from this level also. So if we come straight up and we tap this level, do we then need to do that drop after we tap? That's what I'm trying to see. We need to do that drop after we tap before driving up, if we're going to drive up. I just can't see it driving up. Might do. It's literally, the weekly is 50-50 whether it's going to drive up. 50-50. Or is this the drop? So we're going to drive through now. I just can't see it. We haven't broke any lows, and we created a low, and this didn't break a low. So I'm not sure we've got the liquidity to really drive up like these ones did. Just not sure. Unless news comes out. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this wing back sell here. I'm happy with the risk, and I'll be going risk free pretty quickly. Take the risk off the table. I think that's what I'll be doing. If I push straight through, which I know I can, because if we look left, let's say we're on this one. Yeah, you've got an hour there. I mean, it actually comes down. We don't know if this opens up, goes up first, or not, must come down. We don't know if it comes up first and then comes down, taps, and then flips back bullish. We don't know until we go down to a lower time frame. But if we do come straight through, I'll be taking a second entry up there. But that's what I'm looking at the moment, guys. That's probably all I've got going on at the moment. It might not play out straight away. It might take a few hours to get down. I'm going to take partial of these 3, 3, 8, 9, but I'll probably be going risk free a bit sooner than that. So yeah, that's what I've got.
You got a wing back set 3401 as well.
341. 341. I've got a wing back 348. 3408. And here's the thing. This is what's difficult, and I don't really like trades like this unless it can really drive down. So if I'm taking a wing back sell, I want to see targets down like here. But if we look at the weekly, I can't see the weekly. If the weekly's going to flip, fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. But in order for this weekly to flip to the downside, I would think we had a fake out back in. Why did you fake out? There's only one reason, because you need to break this high. So it means you would need to break the high in order for this weekly to flip. So therefore the weekly is unlikely to flip to the downside. So this weekly, I think, is going to do something like this for the next 2 days. And then it's either going to close out above or close respecting. But I think the next 2 days we could just mess about in between these two ranges, because it needs to make a decision. If the weekly closes above, fantastic, we'll take buys up. But at the moment, we filled the range nearly enough. So we've got nothing to play with. So it means the trades become riskier and the probability comes less, because 50-50 what this weekly does. Same with the daily.
Monthly closes tomorrow actually as well.
Yeah, and I said at the start of the stream as well, if you watch the stream back, the end of the month, the last few days, and also the beginning of a month, it's the hardest times to trade. It's where I take my losses mainly, is the beginning and the end of the month. Because, so the way a candle works, and this is one of the things I've missed out on my course, Dan. That's why I wanted you to go through it, right? So when a candle's moving, it doesn't just move up like that, does it, and then close, and then you've got a top and bottom wick. Yeah, it doesn't do that. What it does, it's constantly moving up and down.
Yeah, up and down,
Yeah,
up and down, up and down.
Yeah. So what I'll do, if you look how I move here, right? So let's say it's going to end up bullish. Move up and down, up and down. See how it's getting bigger, but still moving up and down, and that's how you get this wave effect with the low time, which is all know this, because this is basic shit, right? That's how you get that wave effect, right? But if you think the overall of the candle is moving up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, the last quarter of the candle, that's when you tend to get the pullback for your top wick. That's when you get your pullback for your top wick. So even if you're on a big pushing candle where you're like this, up, 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 the last quarter of the candle tends to then pull back a bit for your top wick. And that's exactly the same on the monthly. But the last quarter of a monthly is what? It's the last few days, isn't it? It's the last few, last week maybe. Last week, last 3 to 5 days. Something like that. And that's what we're in. So is this monthly candle now, if we go to the monthly, has this monthly candle's been moving up like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. It's pushed. Is it going to start pulling back now? And then, but we think the weekly's going to close, so are we still just going to mess about like this until the weekly closes? But you've got your top wick already, so it's already done the little pullback, if you like. So it basically stops the movement near the end of the monthly candle. So hopefully though, price can have a little pop up to this level, and I'll take a sell, and take partial move to break even. And if it drops further, it's a bonus, but I'll probably be taking about 90% of the trade out at 3,389. But that's really all I've got on gold, guys. Really all I've got. I'm only on till 11 as well, so I really need to back. Well, let me 2 minutes. I'll be back in a second.
You put your own bands, Pete.
Yeah, no, I'll be back in a second. 2 minutes.
So I don't know what anybody else is looking at, whether or not they're looking at any other pairs, but I'm on a GU sell and I have an EU limit order set.
I haven't looked at anything after yesterday. Just spending all that time looking at gold.
Yesterday, didn't it, mate?
Oh yeah.
So
you mentioned G
mainly,
yesterday. Was it EG yesterday? Did you mention?
I was in EJ yesterday. Yeah, it didn't go well.
Didn't go well.
So with this GU that I'm in at the moment, it kind of coincides nicely with gold going down as well, because if the US dollar goes up, then gold inversely correlates.
Yeah.
Are we keeping you up, John?
Oh, I'm fucking tired, mate. I had to fucking do counselling last night with someone because they were bitching and moaning about their life, and I ended up staying up till like fucking 1:30 talking to them.
Oh, right, okay. Did you help them though? That's the main thing.
I did help them, yeah. I did help them. They're very happy with my wisdom.
It's not often you have wisdom, is it, John? But when you do...
Yeah, definitely.
I'm joking, mate.
When I do shine.
I'm only joking.
Yeah, no. Like Pete said, all this is in a bit of a pants area, really, isn't it?
Back. Tell you what, I'm gonna have a rant now.
Oh, God, here we go.
I'm gonna have a fucking rant. I'm gonna use YouTube as a platform to get my political views out. That's what I'm gonna do. Honestly, doctors. And honestly, so we've been living here for years and years. Emma's obviously lived here all of her life. But we literally cannot get a dentist. Can't get a dentist, okay? And we cannot get a doctor's appointment. So Emma's been trying to get a doctor's appointment for like over a week, mate. She's been trying. Every time she rings, they say ring at 8:30. As soon as she rings, it's like, oh, there's none. There's none. And you wonder why people go to A&E for...
That's it, yeah.
Because they can't get a doctor's appointment. And here's the thing, right? I don't mind paying taxes. I don't mind. And I wouldn't avoid trying to pay taxes if I could get the services, what I'm paying for. If I could get a doctor's appointment, if I could get into a dentist, yeah, if there's no potholes on the road, if my bins get collected, I don't mind paying taxes for it. But what I don't like is when you're putting up the taxes, you then start charging for the extra services what I was already paying for, like green bins. Is that not in with the council tax? Green bins. Do you know what I mean?
It's supposed to be.
Like, what the fuck? This is why people are going mental. And if I come over on a boat, doctor's appointment, boom. Dentist, boom. Sorted.
Easy.
It just knocks me sick. Anyway.
Accommodation, everything.
Fucking pisses me off. It's like the 5th time she's rang now to get a doctor's appointment. She can't get it. I said, well, we'll just go A&E then. We'll just waste their time. It's like, but if you go there for what she needs a doctor's for, they'd be like, why are you coming here? Because we can't get a fucking doctor's appointment, that's why. Do you know what I mean? Fucking knocks me sick. Anyway, rant over. Let's catch some pips.
The doctor's not given like an appointment in the obviously next week or something.
That's what I said. But we're going away tomorrow. She wanted one before we went away, but I'm gonna ring next week and fucking boo it off.
Because I've been waiting to see the doctor now for nearly 2 weeks. Nothing major, but it's like I'm with him tomorrow. But again, it's like, why does it take so long just to, you know what I mean? It's
mad. Absolutely mad. But anyway.
Doctor's appointment for Friday.
Oh, here we go. You've been to Tenerife, well I've been to 11 Reef. Well, I've got one.
Just saying. Nobody's took my doctor's appointment away from us. I don't even want to go.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, rub it in, Dan. Oh, yeah.
I just rang up now when I heard you was having trouble. So, you want a doctor's appointment?
I've just made one. I don't even need to go, but I've made one.
So, just ring. I'll give you a number. The one in Newcastle.
Can I take your doctor's appointment though? I'll just pretend I'm you.
You can.
We look alike.
What, you can?
Same height and that.
Same height. Same hair.
Mm-hmm.
Same face.
Mm-hmm.
We could be twins.
Mm-hmm. We're like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you're Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Twins. Right, should we have a look at Naz? See what Naz is happening. What's happening on Naz? You bitch. Look what's coming up now. This'll be the move now. This'll be the move, look. This is the move. I didn't know.
I was asking this morning if you'd have put your buy stop back on. Because
it was
theoretically, is your trade not still valid?
It is, but that was news what popped it. Would have been valid.
So because news popped it up and then took you back out, is your trade not still valid?
It is, but I'm not in.
Hey, Pete. You need to start putting more effort into this, you know.
You know, I do. You're right. Disgusting. But yesterday was a weird day. I mean, I've had days like that before, but they're pretty rare. I mean, look at this now. This is gonna be flying. I mean, the weekly spread. The daily actually closed bearish. I don't know if it is valid actually. I don't think it is. It's a daily close bearish, so you could expect a flip on this daily close actually. Oh, let's have a look at this now. Let's have a look at this. Could we have some? I mean, you might get up to the take partial. You might even drive, but if you act upon what you see, this daily has now had 2, and it's had a liquidity grab, and it closed bearish. Could this daily flip? If this daily is going to flip, where's it going to flip to? Let's look left. Oh, there's nothing. All-time high. Okay, so
Oh wait.
the only thing we've got to go off is this zone and this zone. Could we see a huge drop? Why did this zone come up to here? Could we see the daily tap that first and then drop? Which, yes, would make yesterday's trade play out. Could we tap that and then drop? But, so, just thinking if we go down the time frames. I don't know whether I would get sell stops under the daily. I think I'd just have a, if you get a close back below 2-3, if you get a close back below here, you could probably take sells below, what is this level here? Let's get rid of this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tell you what, I might be interested. There's a wing back sell here. So even when you drive up, you reject. So look at this here, right? This is where price drove up. Okay. This is the only area where prices drove up and tapped 2, 3, 8, 4. Look what happened. Came up, tap, reject, gone. So 100% of the time, even if price wants to drive up, you reject, but also you tap in order to come back. You tap in order to come back. So that alone is a really nice rejection area, even when you drive up. So this is perfect. Like, obviously you want more than 3 though. So if you think about it, if you had 10 areas where price all came up to here and rejected to a certain level, to here, to here, to here, and then it either went up or down, right? But you've just found a zone that 100% of the time price comes down to here. There you go, you've just found your high probability trade. Taps here, then it comes to this, and then it does whatever it wants. By that point, you've took partial and you're risk free, right? But the more times it's done it, the better, the more probability. So this has only happened 3 times, but if this happens 6, 7 times, then it's the probability goes up because it happens all the time. And if it doesn't happen on that time, then you're just unlucky. That's just Forex changing data. But yeah, I think I'm going to be taking that, guys. We haven't tapped that area. I'm going to have a wing back sell here, and my stops are going to be tight. If it doesn't play out, it doesn't play out. And here's the thing. You take partial move to break even would be here. This area would be that, just to be safe, over there. And that alone is a 3-1. But honestly, you could target, if you do get this and the daily does flip. Where did I say the dailies go? So let's have a look at the dailies. What did I say? The dailies could flip. So every time we close respect in here, well, we did it here, but we carried on, but only once actually. So could we see drop down to these levels? Or this is the next range, so I would probably target that. The daily's going to flip. Yeah, that would be interesting. This is one of them trades where, and I don't know if I told you, but there's a guy who I mentor, he has private sessions off us. He passed his challenge on one trade. It was we caught like 500 pips. And it was just this. It was like a trade like this, but he just left it. Just ended up passing the challenge. I mean, look at that. That's 14 to 1. You could either do that or you could just have sell stops off the daily, but I probably wouldn't do that. I would just take a closure below here and get a better entry. If you get closures below here back on the 4, you could just sell down. That would probably, if you get a forward close back below here at 23524, that would probably confirm that the daily is going to flip. Daily's going to flip at that point, and the daily can really drive down. And even better drive down if we grab more liquidity and we break this high. If we can break this high, even better. If we can get a wick, that's meant to be a wick there. Maybe not. If we can get a wick up to that, yes, I'll be interested. I'm interested. I'm gonna have that on, guys. I'm gonna get that on me. Yeah, I'm gonna have a sell limit 23691. Might not get activated. Let's see. 23691. Modify. Stop loss would be 23733. Big 2, 3, 1 more 9. Looks better than gold, put it that way. Yeah. So I've got a sell stop. Sorry, sell limit on NAS. Sell limit on NAS is guys. Daily. Okay, yeah, right, I've got a sell limit on NAS, guys. I just think it would be. I'm not sure I would buy up now because the daily could flip at any point. I might not get up to there. I think what I would want to see is if the 4 could close back into this range, I'd be happy to take sells. At that point, you would have had a nice fake out to the area. I'd take sells. You'd have an advantage point. These lows, all liquidity. So yeah, that's what I'd be after. But that's going to close in 30 minutes for the 4 hour. I tell you what you could do if you want to take buys up. The 4 closes like this, and I get a nice bottom wick. I would be interested in have a buy stop above. I need a nice bottom wick. Even though. So if the daily was bullish, I wouldn't need much of a bottom wick because you had a nice liquidity grab there. But because the daily's bearish, I would need a nice bottom wick. Even though this 4 closes doesn't have much of a bottom wick. This 4 closes, no bottom wick whatsoever. Still drives through. So if you look at the 4, every time the 4's closed above these levels, look at that for a line. Best line I've ever done with my mouse, that. Every time the 4's closed
Best line I've ever done.
It is. It's with the mouse, you know me like that, aren't you? From this level, look at that line. So yeah, we could do that, but I'd need a nice bottom wick. So we might have buys on this as well, so we'll pull that to the side. But here's the thing, I'd only be taking the buys up to here. I'll probably be closing full. Or 90% out, and then your target would be 2384. But that's the same, we're going to be breaking the highs again. And I'm not sure we're going to do it because we're bearish on the weekly. Do you know what, this is actually lining up nice for that big drop. I just hope the monthly doesn't affect it because we're very bullish on the monthly. If the weekly is going to drop, if the weekly is going to flip and close bearish, that means the monthly is going to drop. Small bullish one. I can't really see the monthly flipping. If the monthly had no bottom wick, this would be perfect because you'd be like, well, the monthly hasn't got a bottom wick, so yes, this monthly could flip to the downside. So I suppose you could tag that. Let's see how the monthly closes in. Sorry, the forward closing. What we could do is, even if we get a pullback, we could have buy stops on the top of the wick, so we don't get tucked down if it is going to be a fake out. What you don't want is get activated here and get a fake out. Because if you get a fake out like that, what are you thinking? Well, you're thinking you're coming down to break the lows. Why did you break out? You've got to come and break these lows. So you're probably going to be going quite far down at that point. Because this one tested the lows, didn't break a low though. So you're going to have that broken at least. But you don't want to be tucked down into that. Weird, the charts, hasn't it? I know it's crossing, mate. I know I missed. I stopped me out yesterday. Okay, 26 minutes left. We might have a trade on NAS for the buys up. Take the buys up. Hopefully take the sellers down as well. And this is literally how I'm profitable. I just look at what price has done in the past, work out the probability, work out how much I want to risk on it, determined on the probability of the trade. That's all I do. So look at this one. Price has never came up to this and drove straight through it without rejecting once. So came up, rejected, came up, rejected, came back down, and then drove through. So prices never ever went like that, straight through from this level. It's always come up, rejected, and then went. And that's all yesterday's trade was. Price had never tapped our stop loss areas without tapping our take pass move to break even areas. Sometimes it tapped it first and then came down. Sometimes it came down close to our stops and then tapped it, and that's what happened yesterday. Oh, that's all we've got to go off. off as a trader. His probabilities. God, I tell you what. So, yesterday I was that drained. After yesterday, I went on the couch. I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the couch during the day, and I don't normally do that.
Was it a heavy sesh?
Was it? We used to do that every day, didn't we, Dan?
Yeah.
We used to stay on for like 4 or 5 hours and catch 10 pips.
That was what time did it come up? 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I think a 7-hour shift. Full of highs and lows. It was great.
Yeah, good crack, wasn't it? Good cracky doodah.
Good crack.
Hey, what happened to Man U last night? Oh, Aaron's left.
I can't hear you. I think the microphone.
Oh, really?
That's playing up.
Oh, I said, what happened to Man U last night?
No, it's gone again.
Oh. Hey, did Skool play all right though? Do you know?
No, it's still gone.
Shut up.
I don't know, mate. I didn't watch it. I watched the goals this morning, and Onana needs to just. We may as well have had a fucking Asda bag for life in that. We may as well have done.
Do you know what I didn't get though with Skool? Oh, with a gold. We were getting up a gold. What I didn't get with Skool, like he's a striker. He was like fourth penalty kick taker.
No, more than that. I think it was like 5th or 6th.
Why
Yeah.
and how? Like what? What? That's why you buy a striker.
Hang on. Let me see if I can get him on the phone. Hang on.
Ring him for me. Alright, mate. Is that him? Is that him? Put his accent on.
Ruben, are you there? Yeah, listen, I've got this dickhead from Newcastle on, right? He thinks he knows everything about football. Right, just, if I put you on loudspeaker, just fucking tell him what's what, will you?
Yeah.
No bother. Cheers, mate. Right, I'd better start. Just give you his number. You can fucking throw a load of memes out, can't you, about Newcastle and missing out on Isak and Ekitike and all that. Yeah, sounding right. Brilliant. I'll see you at Carrington tomorrow. Yeah, I'm in. Brilliant. See you in a bit. Bye.
What do you say?
He didn't have time to talk to you, Pete.
Oh,
sorry, mate.
shit.
He was busy. He said he's rearranging his garden gnomes in high order.
Oh. Yeah. Interesting.
In a 4-3-3 formation.
In a 4-3-3 formation, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't do that formation.
He does with his gnomes.
Oh,
There you go.
he does with his
He's just
nose.
testing it out.
Yeah. That's it.
Have you seen they're already like at it with them sitting moving magnets on the map?
Oh no, I was just fucking
In the
joking.
dugout.
Why are you doing that in a dugout when you should be watching the game and making decisions?
What am I missing here? What am I missing?
So he's sat there in the dugout.
Who?
Yeah.
Who is?
Amarin.
Oh, he's sat in the dugout moving magnets.
Yeah, he's got his plate in front of him, like this magnetic board,
Yeah.
and he's moving.
Guys,
moving
stand by. I'm
things
going to be
around
getting in here and go to
like
sleep.
it's the players.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's the middle of the match. What are you doing?
His tactics.
This should already be like drilled into them
Exactly.
as whatever formation you want them to play at any given time. They understand what positions you want them in.
Do you think his formation works in the Premier League though?
Well, clearly not.
Because it is quite a unique. He's my thing with. I like Amarin. Me, I think he comes across well, right? And I think he's got rid of. He's the first manager to get rid of the shit in Man U, like the gobshites like Garnacho and that, and Rashford. But I just don't know whether he's style of, like he had 6 months in the first season. People said, "Oh, he needs a pre-season." Doesn't it? Well, why isn't he teaching? Why isn't he using the half of the season as his pre-season? So in my head, I was like, well, that's technically your pre-season. So he's actually had extra pre-season. So I didn't like that argument where people like he needs a pre-season because he
No, I don't understand it.
So I don't know,
You've got time to gel with the players and make it work. However, having said that, he has had a world of shit to deal with. So
he has, mate.
Yeah, I mean the pre-season that he's had is to integrate any new players you're bringing into the fold.
Yeah.
The players that when you arrive, you've assessed the players you've got, and you've already decided at that point who you're getting rid of and who you want to keep. So you're instilling your philosophy of how you're going to want them to play going forwards from that point with the players that you know you were wanting to keep and add to.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would be a fucking terrible coach, but like just from like logic, that's how you would expect to approach the job that you're going into. You know it's going to be difficult and there's loads of shit going around like on the outside, but you're there to do a job.
Yeah, but
and obviously your style of play.
I think the play really hasn't helped him. So you imagine having a knobhead who doesn't like you, because I coach, right? I coach, and I don't know anyone who doesn't like me. But if I had a knobhead who was always rebelling against me, it would be a fucking nightmare. Do you know what I mean? Trying to get your point across and get the full team on board, because they start talking to others and they're not putting the effort in drills, and they're not taking in the information because they're not even listening to you because they don't respect you.
You know, this is where you give people backhands and you're on like what, a good few million a year. I imagine he's on.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't know what the solution is with Manu.
Ego's a massive problem, but this is what you get when you just throw expensive, big-named players together.
Yeah.
You know, you get a good team from people who can manage those egos.
Yeah. Do you think, though,
So,
do you think how successful Man U have been, that's now turning into their biggest downfall, because players are going to them and they're just like, oh my God, I'm at Man U, but it's just too much weight on the shoulders. So like Skool, for example, my argument with Skool is he should have went to Newcastle because he's young and he's up and coming. He's not there yet. Where Man U is Man U needs players who are there now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
But again, I think that depends on the manager that's there to train and shape the player. So, you know, his choice was because Man U have a much bigger history than we do of winning things. So players do want to go there, and he hasn't gone there for the money because we offered him more money.
Yeah.
So, full agreement, but I'm biased because I'm a Toon fan. So I think he should have come to us, and I think he could have been
for him
prepared better for the Premier League. But what Man U want is somebody who can fit straight into the fold.
That's what I mean.
And score them 20 goals a season.
Yeah, but what I think
they should have been going for Isaac.
Yeah, they're trying to change that though, aren't they? They're trying to get young and bring him. I can see what they're trying to do, but I think because of the name of the club, I think it's too much weight on these young lads' shoulders. Everyone who goes to Man U, right, they flop. Or the last so many years they do.
Comes from having a rarity such as the likes of Alex Ferguson running the club, who wouldn't have taken any shit from what we're talking about, the big egos.
That's what Eddie Howe does for you, though. I think if Eddie Howe was in our club, I think we'd be making for a start. Yeah, we'd be playing a lot different football, a style that works. And like you say, you wouldn't stand for any shit. And I think Amorim doesn't stand for much shit, but at the same time, he's a little bit too soft with him, I think. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
It is a difficult one, isn't it?
Mm.
But you've just got to sit back and trust the process, unfortunately. Don't get us way. I've tried emailing PIF a few times, but they don't want to talk to us for some reason.
Mm.
So I think that'll all change once I'm fully funded.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say this, but maybe try telling them that you called, Peter Crow, and see where that gets you.
Just say it,
To be
Pete.
fair,
Pete.
before. They'll be like, oh, you haven't visited the crow's nest at St. James's Park for ages. What's going on?
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, I've got a box.
Yeah. Just say Pete coaches, he knows what he's talking about. Pete coaches. That's the magical thing about football. Everyone, no matter who they are, they think they know best. And I'm the same. I think I know best. But I'm not right.
Everyone's got an opinion on that.
Yeah, everyone's got an opinion. It's just that's what's funny about it, really. This 4 is actually going to close pretty bullish. It looks like in 15 minutes. I sort of want to get. But you can do though. You can actually close respecting and then you come down. So I'm still taking this, guys. I'm still taking this. I'm still taking it. That's on gold. Naz is once the 4 closes and I get a bottom wick. That's if the 4 closes out though. It's got to break above here, the 4. If it doesn't, that means it'll be respecting. If we get another 4 close back below 2351, I'll take sell.
I need my GU 1 hour to close bearish, because otherwise it's closing in a very, very strong bullish moment at the moment. Move at the moment. On the 1 hour.
I reckon the next 15 is going to be the one what taps this. Yeah. Next 15. Oh, that 15's close respecting. Ooh, if we can pop up now. Remember what I said about the 15? The 15 is over there. No, it's not fully respected. Okay, we're close here, guys. We are close. We are close. Can we get a nice pop up on the 15? Or the 5? Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. And remember, we might mess about here. This is not a wing back where you tend to tap like normal wing backs and then you pull away straight away. We could mess about here before coming down. Okay, stand by. I'm going to be getting in. Come on. I'd really like this 5 to do it, like, or this 15 to do it, and then the 15 flip. Come on, everybody, with me. But anyway, back to football. Back to football. Back to football. Was it? Did Harry Maguire score 2 then last night?
No.
No, 1.
That should have been obvious, that, Pete, when it came out your mouth. That.
Well, this is what would have been really bad, mate. Like
Miracle he scores 1. Let's be honest.
A centre back scoring 2 goals against Grimsby.
To be fair, I saw a stat the other day. Well, not a stat, like the history of like when he's bailed us out recently of like big game, well, not big games, but games that we needed to win. Some of them were big games, where he's given us a goal right at the death or even caused the winner.
That's what he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He can't defend. He can't defend, but he does score.
Yeah. Well, the size of that fucking head, it's no wonder, is it?
Yeah. I would rather defend who could defend though than score me a goal.
True.
Well, it couldn't. It's kind of big, but it couldn't bribe the Greeks. So.
He couldn't bribe the Greeks. What are you on
He
about?
was trying to bribe police in Greece.
Was he?
A few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What was it? Why? What was he doing?
Oh, it's just some nightclub bust up or something like that. Be something daft. Do you know who I am? No. I'm Harry Maguire.
We said it.
He shouted like that.
Probably I would expect so. So, life. We kind of talk as Toon fans because we're just known as the fucking people who punch horses.
Okay, stand by. This is getting very close. New 5-minute candle. Can we get a top wick first? That'd be nice. Come on, everybody. Now, it sort of messes about before it actually gets tapped, right? So, don't worry if it comes down. We haven't missed the move. Look, you can mess about here before it gets tapped. So, yeah, don't worry about it. It's still valid. I'd rather get tapped now and then take us down, but obviously we because if you look at the 4, the 4 is going to close in 9 minutes. So where's the 4 going to close? The 4 can close anywhere as long as it closes below 3,400. Does it even need to close below 3,400? Because there's nothing else to go off. I mean, all these did, all this one did. If you close above, you've only got them to go off, so I really don't know. I really don't know. Can this buy flip? Flippage. Flippage. If we don't and we push, I will be taking a second entry here. What's Naz doing? Naz hasn't. Look at this 4 now. Oh, this is. Are you going to close respect in here for? Are you going to close respect in here? We got a flippage. Because this is a 15. Got no bottom wick on this 15. Could we tap? Could we tap? Activate. Fake out. With the new 4 hour, giving us a top bottom wick first. That'd be nice. Be nice. 5's gonna flip. Is the 5 flipping? Flip, flip.
Okay.
Oh, gave a little top wick. Didn't quite flip. Born trading, innit? Are you bored, Aaron?
A little bit. 1 second.
You're gonna send me another picture, are you? He is as well. He sent me another picture. Oh, oh my god! What? What is that? Oh, that's what it is. Oh.
What?
I won't say. Thanks for the picture, though.
What, me?
Yeah, you sent me a picture. Don't.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, don't pretend you didn't.
I must have. I've got a hole in my shorts. It must have been pressed by accident.
Is that what it was? I thought it was a hedgehog's nose.
No, it's the bottom mushroom.
Look at this 15.
A hedgehog's nose.
Yeah. You're hung like a hedgehog's nose.
All in wet.
Or a budgie's tongue. Or a mouse's eyelash.
Or a gnat's jump.
I don't know.
Just keep going, lads. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because the reason why he keeps going is because he's got a lot of experience with them.
No, I thought you'd gone to sleep.
So did I.
No,
Yeah, I'm fucking tempted, I'll tell you.
John just pops out of anywhere. Honestly, I was in my garden the other day and the wheelie bin lid lifted up and it was John's head popping out going, morning. And he just disappeared. He just pops out of anywhere, John. I went over to the bin, lifted the lid up, he wasn't there. He only wanted to say morning. Five's flip now. Are we gonna push? Are we gonna push? Push, 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 push.
You gotta roll with it.
You gotta take your time. Oh, careful, careful. We'll get done for copyright. Don't sing too good, Aaron. You get done for copyright.
Listen, it was like he was in the room then, wasn't it? Eh? You thought he was over my shoulder then, didn't you?
Yeah, I love Jamiroquai. I think he's class.
Nice, that Pete.
Come on. Come on, we gotta pop up. I sort of want this 15 to be the one. But I think the 4 is going to be closing up here. We need the 4 to close respecting ideally this. That's what we want. But it just means the new 4 can easily pop up. So think of candles like Stretch Armstrong. Yeah. This is his arm. Right? This is his arm. And he's got his head. There's his other arm. Yeah. There's his legs. There's his budgie's tongue. And then this arm, so you remember Stretch Armstrong when you used to have it as a kid, you'd stretch his arm, wouldn't you, as much as you could. And then at some point it has to retract back in. Then it would retract back in. And that's sort of similar to candles. So if you see it abnormal, and I call it a pushing candle. Oh wait there, we might be in here. Okay. Right, I'm in now, guys. I'm in. I'm in for cells. I am in 4 cells on this. And this might not happen straight away, right? And remember, we can come straight through also. Stops are 3, 4, 1, 1. My target. It's difficult with the target, guys. I mean, you could have a target here. But I'll be taking quite a lot out at 3, 3, 8, 9 because it's more off the higher time frames. This we're looking at this here. This is what we're expecting. This and this. And if you look at price, it took these are 4 candles. It took ages to get down. Right, it took ages to get down. So it might not happen straight away. Okay. If we do push up, I will put another entry on at 3, 4, 1, 1. But at the moment, that's what I've got going on. We might move. We'll definitely be taking partially here. Do you know what? I'll probably be taking profit there, to be honest with you. So we'll leave that take profit. Taking partial. That's going risk free. Sorry. Let's have a look. I mean, this one happened in the couple of hours. You got activated there. The next hour was the one that came down. I don't know whether it'd be a case of going risk free. I think it'd just be if we come down to this, I'll go risk free here. Risk free 3, 3, 9. But I'll probably be taking everything out here, guys. So we'll see. 5's flipped, which is nice. 3, 4, 1, 1. Stops 3, 4, 1, 1.26. Okay. So the new 4 is about to open. We might have a trade on NAS as well, right? But we'll see. Depends on this 4 though. So you want this 4 to ideally close above this. We sort of want it to close above this and we can look at buys, but we sort of don't want the buys. Well, we do. We want to pop up, don't we, to get our wing back and then a flip. But I want to fake out on the 4, you see. So if this 4 closes like this now, and I can get a pull back to... I get a pull back to... Let me go down. I can get a pull back breaking this low. If I break this low, I will then put a buy stop, but it'll be on the top of the wick. Okay, be on the top of the wick with the new 4. That's what I'll be looking at. So there's the 4 close. So if I can get a pull back, I will be waiting for a pull back though, guys. If I push it up, I push it up. Because look, the 1's bearish there. Look at the 1. The 1's actually closed back into the range. Here's the thing, I said the 4 closed below, but if we get a 2 close back below here, I'd probably take it off the 2. Ow. Settle out on that. You could probably... Because the 1's closed bearish, you could probably get your buy stop above the 1 now, really. And if you push back up, you should be... Stops B here. So if we look at this one here, price came up, you had a bearish close there. So let's say that's our bearish close. Yes, it's not heavy, but it's a bearish close. You only pull back to here. That's probably where we need our pullback. And then we would have had our buy stop above. Activate, you then drop again. So we would need stops below that. Then you push through. You only push through to here. All messing about. So, knowing all this information, we would have our stops just below this zone. So stops for me would be where the pullback is. I'm not sure we're going to get this pullback, guys. We might only pull back to here. That's where the price pulls back to on this one. This one here. Yeah, here. Oh, only pull back to here. So. This is going to be a buy stop. I'm going to have a buy stop. I'm going to get this on. I'm going to have a buy stop above 23604. If you break that, you should be popping up at that point. But my target for this is here. And this is my close full. Profit. That's my close full because I want these sells. These sells. So, they'd be a 1-to-1, I think. This is where you're going to think, okay, 1-to-1, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Be less than 1-to-1. Just 1-to-1. Yeah. That's what I've got. That's what I'm going to be getting on, guys. So we're going to have a buy stop on NAS. We've got a sell limit on NAS. And we've also got a stop. $100. If the 2-hour closes back below 23549, you could sell down. That should initiate the 4 to blip and close bearish. You could get a fake out here. I want us to pop up first though. I want us to pop up, tap, then fake out. That would be like beautiful. But if the 2 closes back in, that should initiate the 4 faking out back into there. So you could take that, but that's not until 12 o'clock. Is it 12 o'clock? What time is it? Yeah, got another 2 hours, so I probably won't be on for them. But just want to be aware of. Guys, let's get this on my NAS. Stops would be... Now stops are not on that pullback area, the stops are below you. That's where we can pull back to. Stops would be 23541. 23541. Yeah. DP would be 23660. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's what I've got. We'll settle out on that as well. So we're in on gold. We're in on gold. Like I said, this could take a while to play out though. It could take a few hours to play out. It might even be New York. If we come straight up, I'll be taking the second entry. Okay, I'll be getting that on now actually. Same lot as the first one. Same lot as the first one. Targets are difficult again. I'm still probably going to end up closing out around here. But if the monthly is going to flip, then yeah, you could be targeting these lows. So yeah, if we do come straight up, I'll be the same lot. So on this one, I've got a 0.6 lot, which is 1% on a 50k. Sorry, 0.6 lot, 1%. I'll use the exact same lot on the second trade, which will be probably 0.2%. I haven't put it on yet, you see. So it'll be about 1.2% risk total on this. Okay, so that's what I've got going on. See if we can finish on a high. We can finish on a high, maybe.
Guys, I'm gonna get off.
Yeah,
I've got some stuff to do.
No worries, mate. I'll catch you later. I'll see you next day. Oh, you're back at work, aren't you, next week?
Yeah, back at work, so you won't see me for a bit. Next time you'll see me, I'll be on the Skool app.
Ooh, a new era. Right. Have a good weekend,
mate.
Yeah, you too, guys. Hope you catch some pips. See you in a bit.
Yeah, man. See you in a bit.
Where's your take profit on this first trade on gold?
2 seconds, mate. 3389. So my take profit. See, yeah, really, I'll probably be closing full 3389
on the other trade.
On this one?
No, the other one.
This one.
That one. Yeah.
I've got it down at 3357, but again, probably closing out here. I'll definitely be taking 90% out of the trade because
right.
This is just if the monthly's gonna flip still, which I really can't see happening. But you've still got 2 days left, so it could do, but I'm just not too sure.
Yeah.
And if it does, I've got 10% on there.
Told you.
Yeah. So we'll see. But at the moment, this is what we've got, guys. We're in on gold, and we've got another entry on gold. If we need it, you could do that too. On NAS, we've got a buy stop on, but we've also got a wing back sell as well. Tell you what, this trade popping everywhere today, isn't it? This trade's popping everywhere today. So yeah, that's what we've got going on. I'll be on till 11 at the latest, and then I've really got a hell at my back. Getting pissed off.
Because you didn't yesterday.
I did yesterday, Let's have a look at oil. I think oil's starting to move back up. We had a big bearish close, then we've had a bullish close. It's a weekly. Weeklies are really important, but look at that weekly close last week. It's quite a nice close that. But we still didn't break above. We need to get above this, really. If we stay doji now, then it looks like we'd probably come further, break the lows. So yeah, we're close. Just takes time. How was XRP doing? Bearish close. Still holding this zone. Oh, it's going into where? Nice wedge. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna break out? We're gonna go ping.
Glitch.
Ping.
Ping.
Ping. So the 15 would be nice on gold if the 15 could fake out and that would initiate the move. There's only 4 minutes left of the 15. If the 15 can close back below here, fantastic. That will probably be the move down to our go risk-free area. Which you could probably take. You could take partial if you want. I'll see. See how I feel. You are?
That's all I could hear.
Oh yes, link. Descriptions, done that. So if you're watching on YouTube, guys, or the recording, last day of trading on this channel. In the descriptions, I have dropped my new YouTube channel and also my Skool link for the community. It's currently open as free at the moment, but as soon as Relentless members get in and nobody else wants to join, then there will be a paid for it, and in that you get my trade ideas, my course. I'm not even selling the course as a one-off, it'll be within it. So you get the course, the community, trade ideas, and then obviously anything extra what's going in there in the future. So yeah, I'll have to change my trading view. Picture one, I love that picture. What's that picture, Dan? What am I going to do, Dan? I've got loads of Relentless t-shirts. What am I going to do with it?
Crow's Nest now.
Crow's Nest, yeah. I'm still debating on the logo yet. The logo's a bit looks a bit Grand Theft Auto-y. But
just a crow with 2 guns.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So the logo might change over time, but it's just a quick first one now. Oh yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Rather exquisite.
Exquisite.
We are up $13. Woo! Oh, sorry,
Woo.
$21 we're up on gold at the moment.
Where does it want to go?
Where's it wanna go? In a way, I would prefer it to come up to this. Tap this, then reject. That would be some real nice profits. Some real nice profits. It's a 5 flip. This 15 is probably going to be key. There's 1 more minute left of this 15. What's this 15 going to do? Top. Yeah, probably going to need a top wick on the next 15 before I start moving down. Getting there. 15's flip, bullish,
How
last
long was
minute.
the Blackburn for?
Just 3 nights. 3 nights. That's it. Just 3 nights.
Okay,
Just
decent.
you are.
It's a nice long weekend.
Yeah, just in a haven. Just seeing family, all the family gets together.
Yeah,
Oh, just be
that'll
nice.
be nice.
Yeah,
It's a nice weekend.
It's more like see the kids than that because I haven't seen. I avoid that going back to Hartlepool. Avoid it like the plague. Dread going into that town. As soon as you drive, it's just the negativity. You feel.
Yeah.
So I never go back really. If I go more to Newcastle than I do Hartlepool. But if I go to the North East, I only ever go to Newcastle really. That's it. But so I haven't seen like my nieces and nephews for a long time. They're all getting older. You know what I mean? So it's nice to get together. Let's get the kids to see each other.
It is.
Meet their cousins and that. Yeah. The last time I went to Blackpool, it was absolutely rammed. It's alright, expensive like. I've got tickets for the Pleasure Beach. That'll be good. I'll end up on the Pepsi Max with my hands in the air. Yeah. I don't hold on with you either. Don't hold on.
Don't eat before you go on. Don't want you getting sick.
Do you know what I can't do now though? The only time I've ever felt sick, I went on the, do you know the sticky wall? Remember the sticky wall in like the carnivals? Where you used to just spin and you'd stick to the wall. I went on that. Yeah, I went on, no, before I went on that, I went on the waltzers. So I went on the waltzers spinning. We went straight from that and the kids were like, oh, let's go on the sticky wall. I was like, fucking hell. Right, let's go on the sticky wall. So I went from the waltzers to the sticky wall. I come off, man, I proper felt. I didn't spew, but I proper felt like I was going to spew. It's just too much. That was like the first sign to me getting too old.
I've been in a centrifuge. Just wing your internal organs about for a bit.
Yeah.
And expect to be married. So I haven't pushed.
Why not?
Ugh.
Oh my god. This is moving dead slow. Have you got any news today? That's a question. We have. I have one. A little liquidity gum on the 5. What's the scariest movie you've ever watched on?
Oof. Have you seen
Peter Crow's Pornhub movies?
Oh, you've been watching them, have you?
I've seen a couple, but there's one in particular where you basically, like, I don't know what was going on with this other person, but for some reason he wanted to be slashed up in a penguin suit.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a bonus feature I'd done. It was me nan in the penguin suit.
Mate, it fucking scared the fuck out of me. Yeah. I was actually terrified.
Well, that's what you get. That's what you get.
Yeah.
A bit random, Joe. A bit random. So what was yours, Dan?
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, that is quite scary.
Fuck off.
That is quite scary. I'll tell you what, one of the most ones what really shocked me and impacted me, and I was pissed off after the movie, right? And one of the lads gave me, I was on a course in Brecon, and SCBC, Sixth Commanders Battle Course down in Brecon. And there's nothing to do in the evenings unless you're prepping lessons and things like that. And he's like, and so I was looking about for DVDs or hard drives with movies on. And a lad gave me this, said, look, watch this movie, but he went, have you got kids? I went, yeah. He went, oh, actually, don't watch it. I was like, no, I'll watch it. What is it? Give me this movie, mate. It was the sickest movie I've ever watched. It's banned in loads of countries. It's called the it's called the Serbian film. It's what it is. It's a movie.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
How sick is it?
I don't think I could watch it again.
Yeah, minging. What it is, it's because it was really big in Europe, right? Snuff movies. No snuff movies.
Yeah.
It was really bad in Europe at one point. And the director was like, I made this movie to highlight the issue we were having with these type of movies. That's why I made the movie. And it honestly I was fumed. After the movie, I was like, just stunned of what I'd watched. Some scenes, mate, like you've got to look away in that. It's just disgusting. But yeah, so that's like the sickest movie I've ever watched. As for scary movies, I struggle with scary movies. Like, none really. I struggle to find a really scary movie. Hereditary was alright. I don't know if you've seen that. That was alright. I watched Bring Hair Back the other day. Did you see that?
No.
We've got Dodges
Like I said, I don't watch any horror films.
Oh,
I wouldn't say a Serbian film is a scary film.
No, I wouldn't say it was a scary
film. It's just a bit of a sick film.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like it's like Human Centipede and stuff like that. It's fantastic.
It fucking pisses all over
Yeah,
Human Centipede.
It does.
It makes Human Centipede look like makes Human Centipede look like Lilo and Stitch. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Shit film anyway.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I think one. I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as fucking a Serbian film, but I think if you've ever seen it, I Spit on Your Grave is quite a vicious film.
Yeah, that's. Which one? I like the old one better, me though.
Yeah, I'm talking about the original.
Yeah, the original is better than the other ones, I think. But yeah, that's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, it's a good film, but it's a bit like fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's this 5 doing? This 5 wants to break the laws, but can't. They're really struggling with the laws. The 3's closed, lovely. The 3 flip and break thy laws. Can we flip and break thy laws? 1 minute left. That means we would need a 1 minute bearish close. The previous one was bearish. Is this 3 gonna close bearish? Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. 30 seconds. You are. I said I could mess about here. Might not drive down straight away, might take a while. 15's got 6 minutes left to close. We're still bullish. 15. We haven't closed bearish yet. The 30 minutes about close. And maybe that's why, because the 30-minute range is the actual wing back, which is here. Look at the 30. Close respect, the next 30 drops. Okay. Is the next 30 going to be the one what drops? That's going to be probably the one, I think. Yeah, it's going to be on the 30, which is the next 5 minutes. The next 30 is going to absolutely drop through the floor, guys. Mark my words. Are you ready? Are you ready for it, though? Are you ready? Look at this.
Ready.
Look at this 1 30-minute candle as well. This one here. All the way down to a risk-free. But then look what happens. You then pop up with a new 30 all the way for the second wing back. So I might be taking partial here, and then if we do pop up, I won't put this back on, but I'll take this second entry. So let's see if we're right. This would be nice.
What are the odds?
Then again, this day is closed up there already. Oh, and this one hasn't drove down yet. Is it going to drive down on the next 30? Got songs in my head now. New 30 yet? Nope.
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 4 minutes.
There we go. 33 minutes. How are we going to drive? How far are we going to drive? Okay. Oh, we flip back bullish.
Well.
New 30 is going to be the one, isn't it? Which is... Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like the new 30 is going to be the one. If this 30, if we can get a top wick... Drive down, what we like profit wise. Still long the break even. This 30 keeps flipping back and forth. Keep closing it down. One minute 30 left of this 5. What are you doing? We have broke air low, we have got some liquidity. Can we break this little? There we go.
Ooh.
Go. Can we go? Are we going to go from here? Oh, we're in.
Yes.
Starting to rain again.
Luckily, it's inside jobs.
Yeah. We might get a top wick, yes, on the new 30. I would imagine we get a top wick on the new 30. This new 30 also, because it only took 2 to come straight down, but this is the second one that hasn't flew down. So it means we might get that top wick now. Or coming. Seconds. 15. Yeah, I can imagine us getting a top wick on the. Oh, look at that little pump there. See that pump? U15.
Lovely.
Lovely jubbly. Oh, no bottom wick. What are you doing 30? This is the 30. Is the 30 going to drive?
Come on, 30.
Well, we didn't break back below this yet. You got no bottom wick, so you can imagine this 30 closing bullish. But ideally, sometimes when price wants to power down, the momentum's so powerful to come down. That's why you don't get a bottom top wicks, because you keep powering. But price will eventually come back. Really nice closures on the 5s. It's up to yourselves when you take partial and things like that, guys. I'm waiting until this gold risk free area gets tapped. It just means we can still, even now, we can still push up to this before coming. We're currently up, I believe, $114. $114. I haven't gone risk free yet because we're still not sure in regard to where's my box thing. You can still get a 30 top wick here and then still flip, and that might stop you out of break even. Remember, this is off a higher time frame. This. Let's have a look at the ones actually. So again, the ones are similar. You get a one close in around here. See how they look? If you look at this one closed, then the new one broke the high again. This is what I'm saying. We might need to break the high again. That's why I'm going risk free before coming down. But then you've got some really nice one closes. Look at them drives. So it's going to be very interesting. This could really drive down at the moment, but it can also still flip. The upside. So time will tell. What time? I'm going to go make a cup of tea, guys.
Okay.
While we wait, I'll be on till 11. I'll have to call at 11 mine, no matter where we are. But we've got another run on the stream. To be honest with you, I haven't been tracking the stream record because the last week, because we're changing. I'm going to be starting fresh. So this stream record will start. And here's the thing, what I will say before I leave is, this record on my logbook is actually one of the best on YouTube, believe it or not. One of the best on YouTube. And which is crazy. And I know that because I've watched a lot of them on YouTube. I used to watch a lot of them. They're all different people. But the stats what we've had is one of the best on YouTube, especially the way we track things and that. So we've done really well with the streaming. The reason we don't get views on this channel live is because the channel's fucked. The channel is fucked. That's why I've posted that many reputable content in regards to the same thing over and over again, but it's just killed the stream. So even if Relentless was staying, we would need a new channel because it's a bit goose, this one. So yeah, right, I want to go and make a cup of tea. Let's see if we get down here. Let's see if we get down here.
Got much on today, John?
No, unfortunately, I've got I'd say I've got a week off. I haven't got a week off. It's just Jordan's had a week off this week, so I didn't really plan anything this week.
Yeah.
No, I ain't really got a lot on this week.
Looks good. Chill day.
Yeah.
Reading day.
Got a couple of things I need to do, but nothing too exciting.
Yeah. I should go back to work tomorrow. Tidy up day. Do some washing.
You know what? The temperature's changing here. Getting colder. I see. In my office, you can't see, can you? Unless you're watching on YouTube. But in my office, I've got me dry robe. I'm a dry robe one here. I've got a dry robe just here in case it gets cold. I've also got a little blanket here as well, which is just goes over my legs, nice and neat if I need to. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, don't you, Dan?
Just for when it gets cold.
Yeah, just John though, no. Just John though, no.
What do I know?
Like,
What do I know?
when it gets cold in the nest, what should I do? I can't keep doing star jumps.
When it gets cold in the nest, wrap up more, mate.
Get some straw.
Get a fucking blanket. Or buy an Udi.
An Udi. I have got a little heater.
It's an expense, Pete. It's an expense.
Yeah.
Put a blanket on. Take our socks.
Yep. Oh, we're pushing back up. We're pushing back up. Not risk free, guys. Not risk free.
Because you would be nearly out.
Yeah, what did I say about the 30? The 30 can still give us a top wick and then flip to the downside. You've got no bottom wick on this 30, so what tends to happen, the next one tends to close the opposite. I'm not saying it's going to happen here, but I would still expect a top wick. There's our top wick. This is 30 going to flip to the downside, which is also the 5. Oh, good. Oh. One thing I hate in life, shopping. I hate going shopping.
Canny poop.
It is. It really is. It is done. It's canny poop.
It's canny poop like.
I'm in 1 hour. Got 18 minutes left of it. You might need a 1 hour bearish close and then top wick. That might be the one what goes. If we look left, we've never really closed small bearish from here. This is the only time we closed small bearish on. But even this one tapped this level, 3394. We haven't tapped it yet. Let's have a look on the way up though. What happens on the way up? See, look at the way up. Straight through. You've got a small bearish one here. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. You could take 3 candles to get down. Actually 2. 2 candles to get down. This one taps that area. Yeah, so it might take the next hourly candle could be the one. Let's have a look at the 30, what the 30 looks like on that area. Which is this zone. These are the only 2 zones we've got to go. So if you look at this 30, closed small bearish, then a top wick, then flipped and pushed. And then obviously we started moving down. So yeah, this could just be the top wick. 15, we might just need to tap previous support. I think we've already tapped previous support. That's on a lower time frame. So that's we have tapped. I like that getting tapped. Have we tapped? Wow. Whoa, can you hear that? The heavens have literally just opened. Literally just opened. So if we can tap that and then flip, that'd be nice. But yeah, I think it's going to be the next hour, guys. How's Naz looking? Still looking.
Still looking.
I'd need a 2 hour close before I to take any sells, really. I would be interested in sells below here on the 2 hour. Sells below.
The 2 hour close looks pretty good, doesn't it, if it closes like this?
Yeah. Well, I'd need it closing below that though. Because that would then would be a fake out. And then you're back in this range now. This is what I love about Naz. I really hope it comes down. You're back in this range, you should be getting top wick. You start coming through this range. There's nowhere else to go. Why did you fake out? You're probably faking out to actually come and break these lows, believe it or not. That's why you're faking out. So if you look at this one here, so this one faked out, but this was news, this was the issue, but then he still came and broke a low. So yeah, that'd be really nice if the 2 closes below that. I'd be interested for sells, but that's going to be 12 o'clock. The latest I'd be on is 11:30. Half 11. Oh, have you seen the pictures in the football banter WhatsApp?
No.
Amarin's like playing with his Pokemon cards instead of the magnets. Or he's playing Guess Who, or he's knitting. Oh look, it's funny. But yeah, that's not. Oh, we're flipping back up. Oh no, we're not. That was on the 2 hour, wasn't it? We're waiting for Naz. What is gold doing? Is this the third? Is this initiating the 30? Carry on pushing. Could this be that? Excuse me, you're not working today, John?
Not really.
No.
Don't have anything on really. Got a couple of things I could do, but I might do it this afternoon.
Yeah. Pullback. So we've got the pullback on Naz. So Naz has dropped. Nice. I do think it's the hour though. What's going to be the new hour? But we might get a top weight first. That's the thing. The 30's had a lovely top. Look, exactly what I said. The 30's got a beautiful new top weight, and we flipped to the downside. You alright, Dan? You just beat there, mate. Are you alright?
Don't know what happened.
There's something I said.
It's on my phone.
Was it something I'd said?
I think so. It's that beautiful top lip comment. So, right, that's it.
Beautiful.
Well enough.
Got a perfect 30-minute top weight. I haven't took any partial log on risk free yet. Because this is off a higher time. You've got to understand we're watching on a lower because I like to watch because I like to help some of my trading in zones. But I know on a higher time we can still come up and break this high. Or coming down. So when it starts coming back up, don't panic because we're just watching it on a lower time frame. Hopefully we'll keep driving down, straight down, which we can do off the new 30 and the new 1. Really nice closures. So we've had the pullback now, down on Naz.
Aye.
So we've had the pullback. Oh, look at that. Did you see that 5 there? Pullback. Oh, we might need to break the ice. 10 minutes left of the 1 hour. So if we look at Naz, we've had the pullback where needed. Could we keep driving now? I'm still not willing to put my stops above here. I think I'm going to keep my stops where they are, my entry where it is. If you push past that, it should be one big pop up. But I'll tell you what though, if we can get this wing back sell on Naz, if we can tap this would be the trade of the month. This is the one. Go cozy, you know. Go cozy. I don't know if my... No. Doesn't pick it up.
That would be the trade of the month, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah. Trade of the month. Things goes bullish. So remember what we said about the 30? Yeah? That you got no bottom wick. So you could close bullish on this. Same thing happened on the 15. So if we look at the 15, no bottom wick and you close bullish on the 15. Yeah. I'm not risk-free enough because I know price can come back up. So no panickies. No panickies. You could literally set your alert on here and walk away from the charts. Yeah, that's what you could do. I'm going to give it till 11:30, guys, only because I want to see if this next hour could be the one what pops down for us. But 11:30, but 11:30 I will be done. And I know Emma won't come out here to grab me to say, what you doing? Because it's raining.
It's pissing down. He'll ring you.
Oh, well.
Cut your power off.
I don't answer, I'm on live. It's just silent. Silent.
Cut the power off to the man shade.
Yeah.
Don't pack it out with your boys. We're going on holiday. Don't water.
It's all on the hour. So I don't think anything's going to happen until this hour closes, really.
We're going for a week.
I'll see you in 3.
See you in 3.
So no work today, John?
No, I don't really look like it. I mean, I've got some bolts when they arrive to take over to the van, which need fitting, and I need to go and get a light housing and a mirror, ideally, from this scrapyard, but elsewise, there's not possible on this week, I don't think.
Yeah.
Take it easy, right?
Oh. You take it easy. You enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time off, my mate.
Got loads to be on. Loads to be on next week, so I'm not out of work. Just I just ended up not really booking anything this week because Jordan's off work, so or like he's on a week off. So.
Yeah.
Just kind of didn't. You know what I mean? I just need to hurry up and get to a point with the trading, really. That I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like I don't know. I should be able to at least pass phase 1, really, because I mean, I think it's pretty impressive that I bought this challenge back in January and I haven't blown it yet. And it keeps going up. It's just the annoying thing is it keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Well, the break
kind of
even.
that break even stage.
Yeah, and the thing with the break even stage, that's probably where I'd probably say 70% of traders bin it. Actually, no. Yeah, so if you start off, everyone gets into trade 100%, right? The first 30% is like just people who just like it's a scam or they just can't do it. They can't get it in their head or whatever. They don't even reach the break even stage. But then the people who reach the break even stage, 70% who reach the break even stage, bear in mind you've already lost 30%. They just won't get through the break even stage. They just give up. And this break even stage is the hardest stage. People can be in it for years and years and years. But yeah, and it's weird because you don't sort of do anything different. You just keep going, and it's just weird. I don't know what I changed in regards to getting out the break even stage. I don't know at what point. There's no like defining line when you get out. I don't know. It might have been something as little as like stop trading a certain pair or stop trading a certain time frame. Do you know what I mean? Something little like that. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's like relaxing.
Yeah, I just need to get out of this break-even stage and just start putting trades on and making a little bit of money from it, really.
Yeah. Well, solutions are coming on there. Solutions are coming. 3 minutes for an hour close. The thing with you are literally relentless. You just keep going. And then that's why the word is perfect for trading, because you've got to be relentless with it. You've got to keep going, keep going. Look at yesterday with me. I mean, I'm so pissed off with myself by the end of it. I was like, why did that close out there? Why did I close out? But to be fair, I hadn't done a long stream like that for a long time. It does take a toll on you. So you make mistakes, but it doesn't throw you off. You just come back the next day, same again. I mean, it wasn't even a loss yesterday, and I'm a bit pissed off. You know what I mean? Well, it was on NAS, but I'm on about the gold trade. And the NAS trade, I completely forgot about it because I was drained and knackered from. That shouldn't have been, which is weird. But this is what I say about trading. So it's not really about not doing the same mistakes again, but it's about the duration of when you do them. So if you do something and I don't know, let's say you struggle with FOMO, so you get in a trade because you see other people catching trades, so you get in the loss, you're like, fuck's sake. So then in your brain, you're like, I'm not doing that again. So then you won't do it again for another 2 weeks. And then you'll do it again because you'll forget about the mistake. So then you do it again, you're like, I've done that 2 weeks ago. So then you won't do it again now for a month, 2 months, because you remember. But then you'll forget again, and then you'll do it again in 2 months. And then you'll do it again, you're like, I've fucking done that fucking 2 months ago. I'm not doing that again. And then you won't do it again for a year, but you'll do it again. But the duration gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you think about it, if every mistake, what you do, the duration gets bigger and bigger and bigger, that means the mistakes get less and less, but they still come around, but they get less and less. And that could be the tipping point in becoming profitable, consistently profitable. And that's all it is, really.
I'm just trying to think about what my flaws are with trading. I mean, I don't know. I think for me personally, I've just got to be careful not to trade too much on lower time frames, unless it's very clear and concise and it's got like, a lot of like confluence from higher time frames. And B, I just think I need to, I don't know. I think one of my biggest issues is definitely like I worry about trade sometimes, and I think I just need to let it go and just let it play out.
Yeah, you need to have a bucket mentality.
I don't know. It's difficult, really. I'm at that point now where I'm really struggling to see what I can kind of improve, like where I'm going wrong, because I am for the most part patient with it. I can see the different movements, and all the different stuff, and I'm aware of it all, and all that shit, and it's just, I don't know, I don't know, lad. I don't know.
You don't
Where
know.
that can be better.
Was that Spanish then? That bit
I don't know.
Spanish.
I don't know.
Okay, new 15's open. New 15. Yeah, this is the thing. You thought you just got to keep doing it, and it just, I don't know, it just happens. It's weird. It just happens. A little break to the low. So I want a top wick off the 1. Again, nice top wick off the 1. Ideally coming back up to this level. If we can tap our wing back sell again, that would be nice. Then I could probably go risk free. But at the moment, 15, we didn't close back into this range. We're still respecting this range. The 30 did close bearish. Could we see a huge drop from here? Welcome if you're watching on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. We are in sells on gold. We have another wing back sell on gold. We think price can actually pop back up still to come to this before coming down. We've also got 2 trades on NAS pending orders. We've got a buy stop on above NAS, and we've got a wing back sell for the higher time frame daily to pop up, tap and reject from here and here. That would be a fantastic trade. That would be a challenge account passing trade, because we could see a drop at that point, not just to here, but if you look at this one all the way down in these levels. So yeah, lovely. What were you going to for there?
You're talking to me.
Do we have a little pump to the downside? We did. Oh, we have had a nice
Well,
little pump.
It was the way you said gold.
Ah.
Yeah, it made us think of Gold member of Austin Powers. Ooh.
Gold number. We haven't had a top wick on the 1 yet, guys, so don't get too excited, right? But if we tap this, I will take partial, I will go risk free. And if we get stopped, right, and we come up to this, I will then put this on for the second entry. I might even reattempt this for another, or at least we'll take some partial. But yeah, this is a lovely pump. But this could flip at any point, remember. We haven't closed back below, and there's no top wick, so I wouldn't get too excited.
Hold on to your britches.
I mean, can the 30 really pop down with 1 candle? That's the question. Well, yes, it can. Look at that 30 there, from here straight through. So yeah, we can actually have a 30 what pops down all the way through. But look at this 30 though. We reject from here, and then we come back up, and then we mess about. Just like exactly what I said this morning, we could mess about around here before coming down. But yeah, you could reject from there. So if you wanted to, and you can't be asked with this messing about, and you're busy, and you want to get off the charts, around these levels, you could actually take some partial and go risk free if you want, which we're nearly there. Yeah, we're nearly there. I'm holding for 3394. What we on now? How much have we got? $250. We're up. $250. Holding. Hilden. Near.
Hilden.
So don't blame me. I've told you we can reject for me and come back up. Don't blame me if we then go into drawdown and you're like, oh shit, I should have got out. You want to take partial, go to risk free, you can do it here. Right? You should have had some nice profit. You didn't profit for. You're up 46 pips, actually more. 49 pips. You're up. Yeah. It's a higher time frame trade, believe it or not. I just like to look on the smaller time frames because it helps with my memory with smaller time frame zones and breaking out, and I like to watch it, believe it or not. But yeah, I'm expecting price to come to at least here, and then we might get a bit of a rejection, but target is down here really. But I will be taking quite a lot off the table, I think, here. And then going risk free, and the reason being, I'm going all day. Got a pack. Emma will be pissed off with me. You don't piss off Emma, trust me. Piss off Emma.
I tell you what, when you say things like that, it just makes me want to close out.
Is it? Oh, sorry, should I
Yeah,
not
it makes me feel, yeah, it just makes me feel like you've got doubt that it's not going to get to the target.
Well, all I'm doing is showing you that price has rejected from there before, that's it. But you've got to make your decision. I'll always tell you what I'm doing. But I'll just say, look, you can. Actually, it wasn't here. Yeah, look. So look, this 30 1 comes here and then pulls back to there before driving through to the next one. So we could reject from around here. You've had a nice big pushing candle. You remember what I say about pushing candles? How far do they push before retracting? But also, if we look at this one, you can actually come all the way through and tap. So it's literally 50-50 what's happening. I mean, you get some really nice movement here. 50-50. Look at that 15-minute candle though. 8 minutes left of this 15. This 5's got no top wick, so that's a sign where this could easily close bullish. So we could be rejected from here. That's not, is it, John? We could be rejected from here. But yeah, I'm still holding you guys for this. There we go. Look at this now. Look at this. So stand by. I'm going to be taking partial. What if I'm going to be taking a lot out of this, guys, because I'm busy. Yeah. I've literally took 90% out, which I believe is about $350. I'm now risk free. Okay.
I'll just close it out.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
I'll just close it out.
That's absolutely fine, mate. Here's the thing with gold, right? Because I've got 10% on, I can actually only see us tapping this, right? But you think on the rare chance if this monthly does flip, let's say this monthly needs to flip, right? There's only 2 days left. 2 days left. So if we mark up the bottom of the monthly, let's say it needs to flip, there's the monthly. And if we go down to daily, that means we've got 2 days to get down to here. 2 days. That means today's candle would need to look something like that, at least. Okay? And then we look left and go, well, can we get that? Well, look at this daily candle. So yes, we could. Look at these ones. These are pretty big. Look at these two. This came from up here. 1, 2, all the way down. So yeah, the monthly could still flip to the downside. And if you get a daily close like that, you could actually be looking on Friday, something like that. And that would be the monthly flipping. Do you know what I mean? So now I'll put 90% of the trade. I'll probably leave my target actually down where the monthly is. Where the monthly flip. Where is the monthly flip? That one. Can't even find it. Yeah.
291. Is there any point with your NAS trade that you would cancel it?
Well, let's have a look. Where the fuck is this at? Okay, 2 minutes, guys. I'm just a bit lost here. My MT4 is just not. So 3281, aren't we? 3281. So this is a trade I would just literally leave on. 3281. So we'll just go 3290. Let's say that. 32.90. So I'm gonna have my TP now, because I've only got 90% left in it. Is that
10%.
Yeah, but I can't see it happening, right? Because probability-wise, it tells me to tap this, and then we'll probably do something like that, then come down. I can see it happening, right? But I might be wrong. If it does, I'm happy to leave the 10% on, and yeah, if it plays out, fantastic. If not, I've had my money. Yeah. So that was a fantastic trade, guys. That was, how much are we up? We are up 70 pips, which, to be honest with you, from yesterday, we massively deserve that 70 pips.
Yeah.
Right? Here's another thing. Yeah, here's another thing. If we do come up now, I will be looking at this for another entry. I probably won't take this again if we tap this, but I would take this. So I am going to be setting a alert around here. But if you've had some nice profit, do you need to put it on? Do we, Dan?
We don't, but we will.
Because we're idiots.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we're greedy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll assess it. Like, if this comes up and stops what out, then I've made half of a target on a demo challenge.
Nice.
So that is perfect for a day.
Yeah, that is nice.
Which is what I should have left it yesterday, and it would have been past today.
Well, if you we're going to go into NAS, John, but if you remember when we used to trade on stream, was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before, wasn't it?
Yeah, before.
If you look at how more advanced Meraki's got now, we used to have, my stops would be 100 pips, and I'd be taking past him to bring him at 10, 15, and then we'd get stopped out, and then it would move and hit TP. Do you know what I mean? But now, see how it's all different. I mean, look at this. This is a 1-to-1. The gold one was, I think we had decent ratio on it. But every trade's different now. It's because I've learned to adapt to the market, what prices show me, where the stops need to be, instead of just going off a 1-to-1. If I want to enter here and I go off a 2-to-1, I go, okay, stops below here. Now I have to have my target there because I always aim 2-to-1. But there's an area here you might reject from. In my head, it doesn't make sense. In others, it might play out and work out. It might work for them, that's fine. But all I can tell you is what I'm doing, what's working. Which you know
this is it, and
because I'm not on trade with me.
It shows how clearer things become from one year to the next when you're sitting looking at the charts. So even if you're not trading, just look at the charts, mark it up.
Yeah.
If you're really confident, stick the trade on. If you're not 100% sure, then mark it up and see how it plays out. See what you can see that suggested it was going to go that way anyway, and why you chose your trade to mark up.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna get better at recognizing these things, and it'll become like breathing. So when you look at the chart, be like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this. I don't like that. So I'm going to wait a little bit. Is it going to be now, or is it going to be in a couple of hours?
Yeah.
So it's practice. Absolutely. You've just got to keep doing it, because from my perspective, I think I would have been funded last year had I continued, but I didn't. I tailed off last year and didn't do a lot of trading at all. Didn't even sit and look at the charts much. So I feel really far behind this year, but I'm starting to pick it up. But I'm getting on it every day, and it's what you've got to do. You've just got to put the effort in. It will just click.
You're absolutely right.
And I'm probably at the same stage as you, John, where I'm just sort of teetering at that precipice where I want to be successful, but you've got in the back of your mind, like, how long is it going to take us to be successful? I need to start seeing at least something, even if it's only like 100 quid every 2 weeks that you get a payout. Yeah. I just need to see something so I know it's working. But you've just got to stick at it, because if you don't, then you quit. That's the only other option you've got. So you've just got to stick at it. If it is truly what you want, stick at it. Just keep.
The problem is,
practicing.
like, I think my issue is, like, I'm seeing these trades, like, hang on a second, I'm just going to need to like, I'm seeing, like, I can kind of understand, like, what Nate does, and I understand, like, Holy Grail and stuff, to some degree. And I think I do, I just need to do it a bit more. But, like, most of the trades that I play, they do play out, but it's just catching them. And, I mean, it's like there was one earlier which kind of lined up with what Pete was saying on this area that's rejected, where you got a Holy Grail trade, which I didn't take purely because, and it would have been a good trade, it would have been, let me just have a look, it would have been a solid trade, it would have been a fucking 2-1 almost, and I didn't take it purely because of the daily being bullish. And I just feel like, and not just that, but the daily has flipped, like it's come down, grabbed liquidity, and flipped back up. So it kind of puts my back up when I see, like, possible trades on the 30-minute or even maybe the 1 hour. I mean, there's a 1 hour trade as well right here as well, which, again, you could have gone for, but I just didn't on that basis. And it's trying to figure out whether those trades are really valid or not, or whether I should be waiting to be placing these trades moving with the daily bias.
You know what you've got to say to yourself?
Well, that's why you have to mark it up.
You've got to answer that yourself. Are these valid?
Yeah.
In my eyes. So it's all. So yesterday, a good example. So we had Nate and Aaron on the stream. So they went down for the top down. I'm not blaming them at all, right? It was because it was me who made the decision. I was the one who pushed the button.
Yeah.
So we had analysis on the morning, and Dan was on from the start. We knew exactly what could happen, and what could happen was actually playing out. So we knew it could happen. And then later on the day, Nate jumped on and said, "Okay, I think we're going to reject from here," and that'll put a little seed in my head. And then Aaron was like, "I'm out at break even." I'm not blaming them at all, but again, that puts another seed on your head. But if I just ignore the noise and go, right, what's valid to me? What is valid to me? Well, my analysis is it's everything what's happened could happen. So
this is the thing,
just
like,
hold.
it's trying to
change from the morning.
It's trying to block that noise out and try and be absolutely certain that you are right. I mean, I know exactly how you feel, because it was the same thing the other day when I was like ranting about bloody Aaron and Tosi telling me that this trade I was looking at was wrong. It put doubt in my head and I didn't take it, and then Nate took the same trade that I pointed out and he was like, yeah, 80 pips up, and I was like, I was just about to take that trade and you guys were telling me that it was wrong.
Yeah.
Which is why what's
it's
right
frustrating.
for you might not necessarily be right for them and the way that they look at the charts. So you have to stop looking at other people's trades. If you're just going to copy people's trades, fine. But
you have to be,
when you're analysing trades, you're analysing it from your perspective. So really, you have to take into consideration what people are saying, because people can see other things than you, but it's your trade.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I've learned, if anything, over the last couple of months is certainly the fact that I never used to think like this, but I think one of the biggest things that I've learned over the last few months is that every single person, Pete, you, Tosi, Aaron, Nate, every single person has their own perception of what is a valid trade. And like you say, Pete's version of a valid trade might not be my version of a valid trade. And you can't mean it's not going to work. Those two, like you say, it doesn't mean to say that it's not going to work, but it might. It's everyone's got their own like little bit of criteria, and the thing is, if you start bringing other people's criteria into your criteria and what you find works for you, it just fucks your trades up.
Well, this is it. You're not.
There's only so much advice that you can take from someone. There's only so much advice you can take and learn. Like, don't get me wrong, I think constructive criticism is good, and I think taking advice off of other people is important, but at the same time, you also have to find your own way of trading. You have to find a way that works for you. And if you keep taking too much advice from other people and you keep listening to other people, you'll never find something that works because you're always changing that criteria. You're always you'll always stay in that experimentation mode.
Well, that's it. I think what you need to understand about the strategies as well. Looking at each individual strategy, they're all base on the same. It's all movements between zones or between OBs and this, that, and the other. But each strategy has its own criteria. So if you start mixing and matching criteria, it's going to be very difficult to find a solid, consistent way, because these are consistent for their own different reasons. So the more you manipulate each one to say, right, well, I like this aspect, this aspect, this aspect, and this aspect from 4 different strategies, it's going to be difficult for you to then formulate a strategy from it. So you have to become proficient in understanding one to then be able to look at another one and say, right, okay, well, I think I might be able to implement that. It's so I'm trying 2 different ones. I love Meraki because it's the one I've been most successful on, but I wanted something this year to keep us more sort of focused on the chart. So that's why I got the Holy Grail strategy, but trying to implement bits of both is difficult.
But what it is
I might not be able to do it.
When you trade and you got your strategy, you don't just stop and you just do the same thing every day. What you should always be looking to improve on it, and this is why people look at other stuff. So Holy Grail and things like that, I looked into it. I jumped on it, and looking ways to improve, and I took some positives from it where I can help. So daily grabs, 4-hour grabs, and that, I'll identify them, and it'll help with my confluence. But
yeah, I mean, things like you can mix and match. To some degree, you can, I think, and a lot of those people in Discord will disagree. But I think there was a trade that I took the other day, which played out perfectly, and it was where I was looking at wingback zones through like Meraki and rejection points, and having a look, going back on the charts and seeing it was a very strong zone, and then also it was with the daily trend, and then also you had a liquidity grab and you had signals for Holy Grail, and I just slapped it on and it played out, so it's you can mix them to some degree, but it comes back to that logic of you do need to find something that works for you, and if mixing some of the criteria works and you can prove it, then that's all that should matter. Do you know what I mean? Don't worry about what anybody else says.
Yeah,
but this is it. You've just got to stick to it and
the best way to do it now for you just say, okay, Pete's looking at this, is it valid for me? And then you've got to go off you. That's or you might see Nate will put a trade in the group. You would then look at that and go, okay, is this valid for me? And if the answer is no, don't then think, oh, well, I'm going to get it on because Nate's putting it on. You've got to get it on. Just say to yourself, right, okay, Pete's looking at a trade, is it valid for me? That's what you've got to keep saying to yourself now. And if it is, put it on. And if it isn't, then don't put it on. Even if it plays out, don't
look and see how it plays out.
Yeah, even if it plays out and you don't put it on, don't then think next time, oh, Pete's putting it on, I'll just put it on because last time I played out where I didn't. Because that's where Forex.
The thing is, like with that ethos, the way that I've changed my thinking with that is, if I don't put a trade on and it does play out, I'll sit there and I go, well, why did it play out? What criteria did I not see that, would have changed my mind about it and would have made me think, okay, maybe it was a valid trade. Do you know what I mean? You can't, like you say, you can't just kind of go, oh, well, if Pete puts a trade on next time, I'll just stick it on anyway, because that's just what Pete does. You've got to literally, like you say, you've got to analyze the trade, really. You've got to go, well, why didn't it play? Why didn't I place it?
Yeah.
What stopped me from placing it? What criteria did I miss?
Yeah, but there's loads of trades I miss will play out lovely. Yesterday, prime example. But what it is, I don't. There's what I put it down to, and you'll always hear me say it, wasn't my trade to take. There's trades all the time. There's setups for you, what you don't see, right? It just wasn't your trade to take. The only time I'll
That's
analyse
such
winning
an important
trades,
bit of advice.
the only time I'll analyse winning trades is I'll analyse them to see, could I have went further? What was the pullbacks like? How could I avoid it getting stopped out at break even before the push? That's the only time I'll analyse winning trades. Other than that, the only trades I analyse is the losses. Why? I have to have a reason why it didn't play out. And that's why I started doing Meraki, because OB and market maker, you could have all the boxes ticked, it could be perfect. And sometimes it still didn't play out, and I couldn't see why it couldn't, and it really frustrated me. But with Meraki, there's always a reason. I can always find a reason. But yeah, you've just got to say that. Is it valid for me? Keep saying to yourself, is it valid for me? Was this trade valid for you? Did you see why we had the wing back sell here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I also see why you closed out early as well. Or
Yeah.
why you not closed out early but said, okay, take part, went 90% through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because I can see it. Like there's OBs there. It's a messy kind of zone, and it could, like you say, it could easily reject.
Well, it's more that what people don't realise is they don't keep the higher time frames, and the top down analysis, they don't keep it in their head. So I'm constantly thinking, okay, end of the month, the monthly could still flip to the downside, right? So yes, there is a chance to drive, but the weekly, that means the weekly would be bouncing off nothing. That means we would flip from here and we would bounce off nothing. It's unlikely. So the weeklies fill the range, so we're probably not going to pull back much, because I believe the weekly is just going to do this until it closes, because it needs to bounce off something. So I can't see it really driving down, and that's why I had this as a target. So you just got to remember the higher time frames, and it all tells a story. And when you get in trade, you're like, okay, I'm not going to sell, but I know the daily's probably not going to flip, so the daily's only going to come down to here, so that's got to be my target. I might go further, but that's my target. If it goes further, I'm not in it. It's not my trade to take. That's just what you've got to be like. But yeah, you definitely get it. The issue you get in Forex, when you stop improving, which is hard, right? Oh no, when you stop willing to learn or keep going, that's when you get in a pickle, and that's when you eventually stop. But because the break-even stage is such a psychological stage to be in, because you can't learn anymore, and you don't know if you're doing it right or wrong. There's so many questions what just don't get answered. Why am I not profitable? Like, you've had that account since January.
You can't learn anymore from the basics.
Yeah.
From the videos. You have to then be on the charts. You have to have something like Pete live streaming, where they know more than you, and you can see what other people see from trades. That's where you're going to start improving. But it's price action. It's what the candles movements are telling you.
But even then, like, you still got to try and be careful though, haven't you? Because, like, I think the break-even stage, it's the point where you start, figuring it out for yourself. Like, you can't. It's at a point where you can't. You kind of almost can't take the advice of other people, because you've got it to a point where it's break-even now. So you've now got to figure out how to change it from break-even to profit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is a very hard zone.
You can only do that by trading, by looking at the charts, marking up the charts, taking trades, seeing which win, seeing which lose, and ironing out the losses or turning them into wins, seeing where that's what you're going wrong with. It's very difficult, and this is why not everybody's a trader. But if you can do it, then you can take out of it exactly what you want to take out of it. You can become mega rich. You can be comfortable.
So when I was making the decision for Skool community or Discord again, right? One of my cons on the Discord, right, but it was also a pro, was that it's so easy for members just to put in their trades in the group. And this can be a positive, but also a negative. Because,
Yeah.
like what you said, John, is you might be looking at a certain trade, somebody posts a different type of trade, and that goes against what you're saying, or you might be looking at something and then they're going the opposite way, and it can really throw you off. So it is pros and cons with it, and with the Skool community, it's not like you can still talk, but it's not like you chat like in Discord where you just put it on and it gets lost, goes down. You sort of put a post in, and then people comment on that post. So it's a lot more organised, but it's a lot more, if you don't want to look at other people's posts, it's so easy to skip. You're not having to read through them to get the information what you need. Do you know what I mean? And that was another reason why I chose Skool over Discord.
The thing is, though, like, people do need a foundation, though. Like, when they first start out, they do kind of need a foundation to kind of, like, learn off of. So I don't think it's a bad idea that there are, like, you put out trade ideas, but I just think sometimes...
Yeah, I'm on about with the members, though. So if you join Relentless, for example, right, you join in that community for the educators, whoever the educators are at the time, right? But what you'll have is you'll have members in there, and over time they'll start posting their trades in there. And what I'm saying, which is fine because they want feedback or whatever, but gets to a point where they're like, oh, I'm in on this, I'm in the buy. Just letting people know, it's good conversation. But what that'll do for some other people who have not psychologically there yet in regards to the mindset, they look at that and jump on it because somebody else is jumping on it, but it's not valid for them. That's the key phrase, I think. Is it valid for you? You've just got, every time you look at someone else's trade, is it valid for me? Well, it's not. You can't have, oh, but so-and-so's taking it, I'll just take it. And this is exactly the same on this stream. There's people who just take my trades willy-nilly. Just literally take them.
Without even thinking, without even looking.
Yeah, because they look at my stats and they look at the profits and they think, oh, I'll just take it. But it's not valid for them. So do you know what I mean? I said, is it valid for you? Well, not really. I just took it. That's where you're going wrong. There's got to be times where there'll be trades. You know when you're getting it because you start looking at the educator like me, and I'll put a trade on you, like, oh, I don't like that because of this, this, and this. That's when you start getting close to it. Okay.
I mean, I have done that though, haven't I? Like,
I don't take offense to
every
it.
Every now and again, like, you put a trade on, and I've kind of sat there and thought, and I try not to openly say it, but on the rare occasion I have said it, and I've gone, well, I'm not going to take that because of this, and then it doesn't play out, and I end up being right. And it's just that you just can't do that. You can't just brainlessly take somebody else's trades without even thinking about it. You've got to look at it yourself, and you've got to understand it. You've got to see the confluence yourself. You can't follow someone like 100% of the time. It just doesn't make any sense.
True that. So it is. Absolutely right, mate. I don't take offence to it at all.
But it's the same in reverse as well, though, isn't it? Like, I've sat there and said, oh, well, I see this trade, and you've gone, oh, well, I'm not going to take it because of X, Y, Z. And then you end up being right as well. It doesn't play out for me, and you stayed out of it.
This is the hardest thing. So Forex is like a little gremlin sat behind the computer, laughing and giggling, trying to catch you out. So there's days where you go, right, no, I'm not going to take that what Pete's taking because I don't like it because this and this, and then it shoots through the roof and it smashes TP, right? What are you now thinking? You're thinking, shit, it played out. So then the next time you're in that situation, right, imagine the little gremlin behind going, do you know what? Because he hasn't took it, I'm going to smash this TP. And then next time he does it, it's not going to play out. So next time I'm in the same position, you don't like a trade, you go, but last time it played out. So, but it's still not valid for me, this trade, but last time it played out, so I'll get in. And then it doesn't play out. That's when you're like, fucking it, that's why you get frustrated. But you've just got to say to yourself, the thing to avoid that is the trade valid for me? If it's not, you don't take it, and if it does smash TP, you have the attitude, it's just not my trade to take, there'll be others. That's it. That's what you've got to be like. It's not my trade to take. Be happy for the people who did take it. Oh, well done, mate, nice. I didn't take it, I didn't get in on it. I'll wait for the next one.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad how much there is, like, to learn from trading.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
Right, guys, I've had a message. Gotta go.
I shut down your OnlyFans.
You said 11:30. No, she's good, Emma. Like, he knows the crack. But
34. You've had an extra 4 minutes.
extra 4 minutes. But I'm gonna love yous and leave it, guys. On YouTube, we've watched the recording. Thank you very much for supporting us. Whoever's jumped on and watched the recordings. I know the algos are fucked on this channel, so whatever. So I'll be on the Crow's Nest channel from Tuesday onwards. Exactly the same thing, same format, everything. I won't have a Discord, I'll have a school community. If you want to get on, you can get on that. And other than that, have a fantastic weekend and a nice 70 pip drop on gold. We're still in on gold. Could go further. Could go further. We'll see. I've got my pending orders on the other trades as well. I'm going to love yous and leave yous, and I'll see yous on Tuesday. Peace out.
A pleasure, Pete.